Your bananas! Here, hold me mug. Marian hurried over to her stall, where a lady was indeed examining Marian's wares. Can I help you, love? Just looking, thanks. Oh, they love that, do they do? The woman looked at Marian, who was barely visible on the other side of the stall. I beg your pardon? She asked. Bananas. They love it when you look at them. The woman held the stare, not knowing how to answer. Marian's statement, she blinked and went back to the bananas. She picked out a bunch of 6 and turned them this way and that and replaced them. They look a bit pale, she remarked. Yeah, answered Marian. Ah, they're probably dizzy. They had a rough crossing from Jamaica. The woman stared again at Marian, then moved on awkwardly. Marian scurried back to Agnes and took her bottle back. Do you scare them off? Said Agnes. Ah, me arse. Either she wants bananas or she doesn't. I'm not going to play 20 bleeding questions. She was poking and squeezing them. They're bananas, not Mickeys. They don't get any better if you squeeze them. The two women erupted in laughter. Marian, you're a tonic, you are. They both sipped their bottle and watched the passing shoppers. Marian turned to Agnes and was about to speak, but stopped, as if she was trying to find the words. Agnes waited. What is it? She blurted out finally. What do you mean? No, Marian asked innocently. What were you going to say? Nothing. Yeah, you were, Marian. Now what is it? Marian prepared to speak to Agnes and waited. Do you miss it? Marian asked finally. What? Miss what? You know, it. The queer thing. Yeah, the queer thing. Agnes thought for a moment and took a sip of Bovril. Nah. Are you serious? Not even a little bit? Nope. Not even a teeny bit. What's the blame, miss? The smell of chips and Guinness being breathed all over you. His chin like bleeding sandpaper scraping off her shoulder and neck. And then the weight and the worry. And I'm gone again. But making love, Aggie. Love me arse, making babies, making more worries, making shitty nappies, making him happy. And you, making you happy too? You can't see you never enjoyed it. Marian, will you get a grip? Enjoy what? You know, the organism. There was a moment's silence in deference to the magical modern day word. Agnes sipped her Bovril and Marian glanced around sheepishly as if she had spoken a national secret. I never done one, said Agnes defiantly. I don't think they exist. They do, I swear, Aggie. I done too. What? When? 2 weeks after Richard's funeral, on a Friday, and one last August. Are you sure they're organisms? Positive. Aggie sipped her bottle again, and Marian just sat glowing with the memory of her last statement. What were they like? Massive. Brilliant. Abby pathetic. Ascribe it. Marian pulled the crate she was using as a seat closer to Agnes. Agnes reached into her apron pocket and pulled out a pack of Players Navy Cut, and they both lit up. Marian took a drag, removed a piece of tobacco from her tongue with a spit, and slowly exhaled. Agnes waited expectantly. Well, first I didn't know what's going on. He was really drunk, so it was taking him longer than usual. He was bouncing away up and down, up and down. I know how that bit goes. Get to the point. Agnes interrupted impatiently. Oh, right. Well, I was thinking to myself, if this fella doesn't evacuate soon, he'll fall asleep. The next thing I had this feeling, a wave came over me. Like getting 10 early marks at the bingo. And you know something good is coming. A shiver ran through my body. My hip started jerking on all their own. I closed my eyes. It was like an explosion. I could see colour bursting in my mind. Like someone set off fireworks without me telling it to my mouth. Let out a yelp. Ah! He stopped and said, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I could hardly speak. Keep going, I kind of whispered. But he just rolled over and said, you're alright. It wasn't in humour anyway. He was asleep in minutes. I just lay there. I don't know why. After a while I started to cry. I wasn't sad or nothing. I just cried. Gas, isn't it? That was it. What do you think? Agnes sat open-mouthed, and Marian took another drag and again glanced around to be sure nobody was within earshot. Agnes was deep in thought. Was that the first one or the second one? She asked finally. Both. They were nearly the same, except on the second one I didn't cry. Did you tell him about them? No way. Are you kidding? He'd say I had worms or something. Anyway, tell him and it would be all over and docks in no time. Yeah, you're right. How long did they last? A couple of seconds, over in a flash. Jesus. I could have had one. Marian. And noticed if they were that quick. Nah, Aggie, I believe you me. If you had one, you'd notice it for sure. Here, I'm off. Marian took the 2 mugs and went back to her stall. Within seconds, her familiar cry could be heard all down Moore Street. 10p a pound, a da hard tomatoes. Agnes sat and pondered Marian's story and the enthusiasm in which she had told it. Just before standing up to add her sales cry to the Moore Street melody, Agnes's thoughts were, well, fuck you, Mrs.Brown. Leaving me 7 orphans and not an orgasm to show for it.